This past weekend, we were at the East Tennessee Homestead Alliance Festival in Townsend, Tennessee. This was their first year and we were welcomed to the event. Sandy Epplett and her husband had 2 tents set up for homesteading and prepping classes and had lots of kids' activities, vendors, music, and warmth. Speaking of warmth, it was hot. Plenty of water was downed to keep hydrated. Jeremiah got to speak about rabbits, and I got to speak on ways to store and preserve food, and also on my top 10 survival herbs. I will take you through everything that happened this weekend so that you can see yourself. Enjoy the video!
Bright and early. There was a lot of you here bright and early this morning, right?
Hear me now? Okay, what a beautiful location, isn't it? Awesome weather. I mean, we could be a lot hotter right now.
Hey, I'm plenty hot.
40 years she's been hot. It's the only one I have. Anyway, what a beautiful location. And I always wondered what it would be like to just show up at an event and talk. I mean, we put like lots of time into this, so I can build all this. Just, yeah. I'm trying to get my composure. I'm an emotional man, and I don't apologize for it. So my mouth and nothing comes out. Just wait for it.
That's right. Just wait for it.
Anyway, I'd like to tell you a little bit of the story about how we got started.
Where's your notes?
I left them over there. I got it.
Okay. This is going to be interesting, y'all.
I've never done this before. Anyway, is there anybody that grew up on a farm? Anybody? Okay. How many people grew up on a farm like back in the 60s, 70s? Anybody? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And we call it homesteading today, but we called ourselves farmers back then, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it was life. It was hard work. And you know what? We were dirt poor. We had a 40-acre farm, and that's all we did was work 7 days a week. And when you got home from school, you did your chores, you worked some more. But at the end of the day, and we didn't have a lot of money, so everything you touched, you had to fix it before you could use it. And then...
Anybody feel that?
Yeah. Summers are hot and winters are pretty cold. And it wasn't fun, honestly. And in fact, at 12 years old, I could run my father's farm. However, I hated it. I think I hated it more because I don't think my parents liked each other. And they didn't care for us too much either, but that's that. Anyway, I left that farming and I swore I'd never go back to it. But however, I did take those very same skills and work ethic and took it into the business world. You know, today I build and remodel homes, and I use that same ethic. And my children, who are present here today, some of them, they have it as well. So it does, it carries you very far. So fast forward about a few years and I get married, my wife wants to have a garden, and I was like, no. It was like PTSD. Here's 20 bucks, here's $100. Go to the corner and buy it. It's all glory and no money. So anyway, and so it took her like 10, 15 years to get a garden out of me. And then
I asked for Mother's Day, Kids were like, what do you want? I said, I want manure. I don't want it delivered to the backyard. And then I want y'all to spread it.
So anyway, and then now she wants chickens and all this stuff. And so we had some negotiation between, and I think she won.
As evident, we're here today.
Right? However, so as we began this journey, and my wife will share that with you as well, is I didn't initially start this because I love it. In fact, I do it because I love my wife.
This is my way. That's what it's out here. All right. I'm grabbing, and by the way, if you're like looking at all this, go to Yardbird, and there's a whole video of me doing this step by step for free. Okay. So I'm going to grab the skin. I'll do this. Okay. Okay, I'm grabbing the skin. Remember, the knife needs to be the length of the neck of the bird. Remember I said that? So I put the knife up here, and I back cut it. Just pull back. All right, good. Now, inside here, there's that esophagus. Okay? So I'm just going to take my knife, cut that away. This is our trash pile. You can make your own trash pile. All right, good. Now, I take my knife, I pinch it in the middle of the neck. There's a lot of don't cut yourself this way. It's a V. So I'm going to puncture the knife to the left of the esophagus, which you can palpitate and feel. I mean, we have them, they have them. I don't want to hit that. Why? No, don't talk. I know you know. Why? There's one answer. No? It had food particles and stuff going through it. I don't want to cross-contaminate. I'm planning on eating that neck, so I don't want to cut it. So I miss the esophagus, and I just pop the vein. And then I turn the knife, puncture, and pull it the opposite way and catch the other vein. You will regret if that knife blade touches the spinal column. Why? It starts thrashing because you just activated all those nerves, and it just literally goes bonkers on you, and then it gets bruised up in there. Left, pull, right, pull. Pardon me? Correct. Jawbone. It's hard for you to see, I know, but later on we're gonna have the severed head. My thumb matches the level of the jawbone. The jawbone's right here. That's a marker for my knife. The blade is going above my thumb. And if you want to stab the knife into your own thumb, that's your business. I'm not doing that. So I take the knife, I compose myself, I push in, I pull out, and you should see a squirt. See it? Turn, then I let go. Now, because we have the clamp, I probably could just walk away. But just so we don't gruesome people out, I'm going to keep my hands here. All right? About 2.5 minutes for this thing to expire, give or take. We want to bleed it out thoroughly, because if not, it gets a red tinge to it. And that's not visually appealing. Pull it straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up. Okay, let it drip. Okay, we don't want to refill this thing. So we let it drip back in. Because if you pull it out, all that water is lost, and then you're going to have to stop your process and do it again. One way to find out, did I do a good job, is to do this. Pretty good. Pretty good. World. We came in naked. Mama put clothes on us. He's got feathers. We're making them naked. You ready? We're going to drop them both in the jump down. Simultaneous. You know, not really, but go ahead. Pull them out. Let's see what they look like. Pull them out so the audience can see. What was that, 15 seconds?
I've been recording for 30. So. That. Good job, you guys.
On the table. You never, ever, ever, ever put a knife like this.
Share the air.
The blade is towards the operation. When we go to get stuff, we're taking our hand right towards a live blade. We turn the blade this way. That way, if I come in, I'm not cutting myself. All right,
Feel
so
better?
Get in these habits.
It's not going to miss.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm not sure it does, but like I
take
have it too.
the bird towards. Actually, I'm going to do it. All right. If we did the cut right, which we did, I'm going to put my hand. Anybody here? What's in that shirt? I'm going to put my hand here. Almost all of those things. Put your hand right on that shirt. Okay. This is such a cool moment. Put your hand here. You grab the head with your knuckles, fingers, and we're just gonna pull. Okay? Yeah! Okay. That's where that cut comes in. All right. That's why it was so easy to do that. All right. I have the neck. I'm going to lift up the skin. This is where that knife blade length was I talked to you about. We're going to take the blade and I'm going to run it up to the breast. Now watch what I do. I back away from my knife, right? I'm not here. I back away and I cut. When I'm doing this in my shop, I have a chainmail apron on. So I'm not cutting towards my own stomach. I don't have it here. They would let me fly with it. So we're not going to cut our stomach. So you're going to back away. All right, go ahead.
I do not want my honey making sugar water, and I don't think it's good for bees.
So good. Now I pinch it in the middle. I put my knife blade away from me. I take it right underneath the neck, push towards, back away, cut.
In December and in January.
You are. Have confidence.
Flip it around.
Okay, get your left hand away from it. Let go. Now just turn the blade and pull. Perfect. All right, we have an exposed neck now. Okay, here's that esophagus. We're just going to pinch that thing. We're going to duplicate. You with me? We're going to duplicate the same cut in the middle, towards, back, cut. Get rid of the esophagus. That's junk. I don't want it. Yep. So. All right, do the cut. Middle, towards, turn, back. Yep.
So you're going to do what
Yep,
they tell you
turn.
to do, right?
Yep, and then cut it out. I kind of cheated for you and made it this. No, just grab it and cut it.
Sorry to say.
And cut it.
If you do feed sugar water and you
Yeah,
do treat
good,
for
good.
bromides because you'll have to.
I don't know if you noticed, but her blade went away from her.
Crash.
So many inexperienced cutters will bring the blade this way. Blade, yo, you're bringing the blade towards your face. Cut away from it. All right, turn. You're about to jump in, so pay attention. Okay, you get to be one. You get to be one. All right, I'm picking the foot up. If you see, it looks like one of the Smoky Mountain. What do you guys call them? Hollow?